Shauna Coxsey, multiple gold medal World Cup winner and double world champion boulderer, is Britain's most successful competitive climber ever. We're going to take a look at what Shauna's body goes through and the intense muscle strength needed to succeed as she trains for the biggest competition of her career. Tiny holes demand incredible finger strength, but there are no muscles in the fingers that are used to grip. The fingers are powered by the flexor muscles in the forearm. The muscles pull tendons that run up the arm to each of the fingers, and the tendons are held tight against the finger bones by bands of ligaments called pulleys. Where the arm muscles pull the tendons, this incredible lever and pulley system lifts the whole body. Training these muscles is very important to a climber's success. An average person cannot hang their body weight on their fingertips, but climbers like Shauna are different. Even when stacked up with gym weights to make her weight 50% more, Shauna can hang from just an 18mm edge.
Our fingers are super important for us. By the end of the day, we just want to get on the wall and get up the wall and keep our fingers healthy to be able to do that.
Power and grip also rely on skin.
The way my skin affects my grip is very different to the way Leah's skin affects her grip. You don't want your skin too thick because then it becomes slippery and we call it glassy, so you almost slip off the holds and you can't feel very much. If your skin wears down and it's too thin, then it'll sweat more, so more moisture will come through.
Every time I grab a hold and I squeeze it, my body weight goes onto it. My sweat pours out my fingers. That's only going to create a really slippy contact surface with the hold.
We use chalk on our hands to take away the moisture.
The drier your skin can be, the better grip you're going to have.
It isn't just skin and grip that change with training, but the brain as well. Elite athletes develop what neuroscientists call the quiet eye, a visual perception that allows an athlete to focus more intensely and block out any distractions.
You have to get from this volume with a good hold over to this volume with another good hold, but there's a big distance between them, so that's going to be quite a committing and wild move.
So there's two different types of muscle fibre. There's fast twitch and the slow twitch. This section is all about efficiency. You're trying to conserve the energy of the forearms as much as possible because you're going to need it higher up the route when it becomes more overhanging. If you imagine gravity as a monster, it's constantly pulling you back down to the floor and you've got to fight hard against it. Your legs and your bum are your strongest muscles in your body. They're kind of partially eliminated the more overhanging the climbing wall gets. So it is all based on your fingers, your arms, your shoulders.
If your feet come off, you take big swings, and that's where you need this finger strength and the arm strength to keep you on the wall, and then the core strength to kick your legs back on so that you can keep climbing.
So as Shauna enters the final stage, a horizontal overhang, the force keeping her on the wall is her grip. This overhang is designed to make the climber fall by creating an agonizing biological condition, the dreaded forearm pump. Endurance climbing relies on slow twitch muscles that use oxygen from the blood. But constantly gripping so tightly keeps the forearm muscles contracted, which squashes the capillaries and cuts off the very blood supply the muscle needs. The muscle tissue then uses glycogen reserves, but that produces an acid called lactate, which gets trapped in the forearm along with the blood. The arm gets swollen, and the pumped up muscle can quickly stop working.
It's actually a pain, it's very uncomfortable, and it doesn't just disappear when you let go, it actually stays for quite a while afterwards.
It's quite rewarding when you push to that extent because you know you've given everything and you've really pushed, and it's quite a satisfying feeling.
Few sports make such extreme, punishing demands on athletes as climbing, but it also shows how with training, dedication, and focus, these athletes can push their bodies past the limit of what should be humanly possible.